I just noticed that I'm talking pretty low, but I was like, yeah. And so at this time, I wasn't hug. I didn't like hugs at all. I was like, ew, freaking. Not because of freaking cooties. Don't. I'm freaking. I was 11 at this time. I knew what cooties were. No, I didn't. But I didn't give. Oh my gosh, I should just definitely work on the objective by now. But other than that, I was like, you know what? I hate hugs. And then at one point, this girl like freaking ninja hugs me. I start crying before homeroom, like 2 minutes before homeroom actually. I was like, oh my gosh! And then all the people in my homeroom were like, why the f is he crying? I'm like, shut up, okay? Someone hugged me, and they're like, what? Or like, you're crying because you got hugged. It's like, I don't like getting hugged. Jesus Christ, can't a guy just have his own opinion? And they're like, he totally cried because, and now, to this day, a few friends remember of that certain day where I cried because of a hug. I know, pretty wimpy, right? And then, you know, and so, it was actually the upperclassman that wanted to hug me, and then this other girl, she just kept chasing me. I didn't care about it. I thought it was fun for a time, and then, a whole bunch of stuff happened where I think she went to high school. And so there was, and actually, our high school and middle school are actually on the same campus. So it's like pretty cool. I get to talk to some high schoolers like a few times. And so I like to talk. I used to talk to them after school because you know I could talk to them because we live in the same camp, or not live, but we like hang out the same campus. So you're inevitably gonna talk to a high schooler too. And so I used to talk to them, and I'm like currently now in high school, so I'm pretty much old. No, not yet at least. And so I was like, whatever. And so Flash, and then at 6th grade, and then 6th grade, let's go back to the original girl. I was like, wow, this girl's cute. And then and also keep in mind, I'm in 6th grade. I didn't know what to do, and I was a shut-in at that time. So I didn't know what to say, what to do. And so one day in the science class, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this girl. I'm gonna give a note to my friend to give to her. And so I said, I wrote on the note, I like you. And then nothing. I just put I like you, and then I just put dash Ricky because you know I'm freaking shy. I didn't know what to say. And then after that I was like whatever. I was like okay, she probably won't think much of it. She probably won't figure out who it is. And then so I was like whatever. And so he gave it to her, and he was like okay. I'm like I wonder if she knows who it is now. I'm like and at this time I didn't know how to calculate words that fast. I pretty much didn't know how to do anything. Cause like now I can like I can make jokes in like under like a minute, and so I can figure out jokes to make in a minute if I'm in the right mood. I can think of excuses in under a minute. I can pretty much calculate words in a minute. Freaking Asian, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing that now, but not in 6th grade. I didn't know what I was gonna say when she found out. I'm like, oh crap, she knows that I like her. And like, I'm thinking, like, wow, Ricky, you're pretty stupid for doing that. And so, I'm like, whatever. And she's like, and like, one time, I was on my DS with my friend, because, like, I didn't know what to do. I was freaking DS. He's like, you know, we should pick Doja. He's like, who do you like? I'm like, I like so-and-so. And she's like, oh. And then, what he does after that, is shows the girl what I sent him. It's like, I like so-and-so. And then, I'm like, oh my freaking gosh. Because I'm pretty sure my guy friends won't care. Freaking Jason. I was like, Jason, what the heck? What are you doing with your life, dude? I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. And so, actually, I went through with that for like at least a year. And so, and then now I'm actually talking to him now. He's pretty cool. He's still pretty cool. And, yeah, we talk in homeroom because we both have the same homeroom class. And, whoa, oh, did you guys see that? That could freaking dodge. I'm freaking Jesus. And so, yeah, so, like, and then, flash, like, at least a year later, I liked this girl for a brief amount of time. And so I didn't really think much of it after a few days. I was like, you know what, I don't really like her anymore, so, I pretty much decided that myself. I was like, I don't really like this girl anymore. I don't care. Dude, I gotta be careful right now. like I don't really like this girl. I can pretty much forget about her. And yeah, so I actually still talk to her from time to time. She's still pretty cool. Like, she's still pretty cool. So I don't really think much of it. She's still pretty cool. And so I'm like, okay, blah blah blah. And then yeah, and then at least I flashed another year later where I'm in 8th grade at this point. And I was like, oh wow, this girl's pretty cute. And so, and then this girl, you know what? I'm not even gonna say her name, but she knows I like her. So it's kind of like she doesn't care. So I'm just gonna talk about it. And so one day, I never knew that I didn't even notice this girl at the time. But due to my friends at the time, they introduced me to this girl, and I never really noticed her. And I'm not saying, oh man, I'm one of the most popular guys on earth. No, it's just that I really never noticed her. And I've seen her a couple of times, but I never really talked to her because I really didn't think that she would be my friend. But at the time, during 6th through 8th grade, pretty much all the friends I knew pretty much liked her for some reason. So I was curious, like, I wonder why everyone likes her. And so we'll just call her Nicole because for some reason I'm pretty much fascinated with that name. So Nicole was pretty much liked by all the low class guys. So like by that I mean like all the not outcasts, but like all the people that I knew. And so I like to call ourselves the low class. Like we do a lot of stuff, but like we don't get in trouble for it. And so I'm like, wow, hey, and I one day asked my friend, I was like, hey, why does everyone like Nicole? And he's like, I guess it's because of her personality. I'm like, okay. And so, and then when I asked that question, it was around 7th grade, my bad. And then I got curious, and so I didn't say, oh, dude, can you introduce me to her? I was just waiting it out, see what happened. And then he was like, oh, dude, meet this girl, Nicole. And so I'm like, oh, okay, what's up, Nicole? She's like, hi. Like, she's like, she's not innocent, but she's not, like, it's hard to explain, because she's not innocent, but she's not dirty-minded either. And so, she's pretty much in the middle. And so, I didn't really talk to her a lot. But then, my friend, whatchamacallem, I'm gonna call him something. I still kind of talk to him, but I kind of don't, because we actually, me and him both like Nicole. And so I'm like, whatever, dude. He's like, this is a competition. Come at me, bruh. Come at me. You can't beat me. I'm freaking Rick Rock 789. You can't beat this. And so I think from 8th to now we were pretty much competing for her, but she didn't really like anyone. So we were trying to, at least I was, because according to my parents, that you gotta make some progression. You gotta make her like you. So I'm like, you know what, doing my thing, and that's actually got me into my calculation stuff. And so I was like, that's how I calculate really fast, because like whenever I talk to her, I really can't think of anything to say to her, or she always has something to talk about. She talks about how she sleeps really bad, and it's pretty much like a daily thing by now. She sleeps at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I'm like, I always tell her to at least do it at least 12 o'clock. That's the most that she could probably sleep at. And so someone's gonna have to fix that. I don't know, freaking. Did I call him anything? I'll call my competing friend Thomas. And so I was like, hey Thomas, you can't beat me. I'm freaking Rick Rock. And so we were like, hey, she's like, he doesn't think like me. I'm flawless and hot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not hot. I'm just flawless. I'm just flawless. He is actually a pretty cool guy, and so it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's difficult to say for me, like publicly, but I honestly think that he's better for her, just because of how horrible I am, how dirty-minded, how much things I do that are bad, how much stuff I say, what I do. It's not fitted for her. So, and plus, if she was my girlfriend, I'd ruin her life with all the things that I talk about in a split second. Because literally, I was talking about immature things for a straight 35 minutes. To like my friends. and they didn't even know what I was talking about. I was just like, oh yeah, freaking porn, all that stuff. Wow, look at this porn I found on Pornhub. I don't know. And so I talked about basically that kind of mindset for freaking not hours, but like at least for half an hour. That's like the least you could say. And so I'm like, and so I always think, oh, freaking Thomas is way better for her, but I'd like to still be with her. And so I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do? So I'm trying to debate on what to do. Now most of you are gonna say, oh, just give it, just let Thomas have Nicole. So, but if you ever considered, have you ever considered what my life is like? My life will be revealed some other day, but I've come from a really long struggle. Not black people struggle, trust me, not that hard struggle, but I've had a struggle with a lot of things. I had struggles with my family, struggles with pretty much everyone in my family. Like, there was like a family arguments that went on for at least a year with another family that I really liked. At least they were my cousin, and so that went on for at least a year, but that was recently. And then but before that, my mom was single for a really long time until now, and then she got married not that long ago, probably like a year. No, probably not like a year, but probably like half a year ago. And so I don't really care about it. But yeah, so I've been coming from struggles, and so this might get a little bit dark, but I don't know. Like, I think this girl. Now, don't think I'm weird or anything, but I honestly think it's hard to say for me. It's difficult because I honestly don't want to believe it, and I don't want to for some reason. Like, I just don't want to believe this, but I think that, okay, I can't really say it because it's so hard to say, and it's like really difficult. But I know what to say, but I don't want to say it because it's like, it's stupid. It's so stupid what I'm about to say. I honestly think that this girl, Nicole, is for me. Like, not specifically, but for me. Like, she's mostly what I think into a girl, and she's pretty much matching all the stuff I want in a girl. So it's, I don't know, it's not specifically for me. I know there's a lot of guys who has my kind of style, wants this kind of girl too. But this girl has all the things that I like about a girl. And that's why I can't really let her go. I don't know. It's just what I think, in my honest opinion. But that's what I don't want to think. And so this is getting a little bit dark, so I'm gonna have to liven up the mood a little bit. So, you know, let's make some jokes during this cutscene. Let's go. Let's think. Oh man, look at that. Look at my beautiful ass. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look. There's two asses in front of me. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to see this. Okay, good. There's only one ass. Okay, there you go. There's no asses in the frame. Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna sum up this one because I've already seen this cutscene. So basically, what happened is that force field over there in the far distance is something that they're gonna eventually want to take out because they think it's some kind of main thing that they have to take out. So that's pretty much what they need. That's what they're basically gonna say. And so yeah, so I've just basically told you my life story in like how long? 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to put this into 2 parts. And so yeah, excuse me. But this has been, you know, Halo Reach, Halo Time, Halo Reach. This is Halo Reach 3, I believe. Now, yeah, so we've been talking about a lot today. And I've been really thankful for that. I thank you for watching this, actually. So I really hope that you guys liked it. It kind of got a little bit downhill from a little bit at the 28 minute mark and then it went right back up with the ass jokes. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun. It's been really fun for me, at least. Dying like twice. Freaking getting killed. So I hope you had fun. So I'm gonna go. So I will see you guys later.